Road coverage now sweeping across America at a fraction of what dealerships charge and is now available to the public by calling today. The number to call is 800-216-8211. 800-216-8211. That's 800-216-8211.
Hey, welcome back here to the PM show with Nancy and Larry Manetti, also known as the reality show, The Manettis. And now here's a familiar theme, a Quinn Martin production.
It is now!
I'm sorry, I just got confused again. Special guest today, Ron Masak with The Manettis. It's your theme, Ron.
Hey, that's also my ringtone on my phone.
Is it really?
Absolutely, and it was not a Quinn Martin production.
I know.
It was Peter Fisher.
I know.
I used to do Quinn Martin shows. You know what I loved about Quinn Martin?
What?
All of us were basically unknowns at the time. We were all young, new actors, but he always showed our picture and pronounced our name. Tonight,
special
Manetti,
guest star.
starring Ron Masak and Larry Manetti.
And it was great, Ron, because all of you guys became literally superstars. I mean, it was a who's who of superstars. He had a good eye for talent.
I think wasn't that Barnaby Jones and
Barnaby Jones and the FBI. And Barnaby Jones.
I did a lot of his shows. And I loved
what about Michael Douglas's? Was that Michael Douglas?
Cannon,
no, that was
Cannon.
Streets of San Francisco.
Cannon was a Quinn Martin production.
Yeah.
All those shows.
Yeah,
hey, you hosted the Jerry Lewis Telethon for like 10 years. Did you do anything this year, Ron Masak?
No, I watched a little, and I wondered, as the rest of the world did.
Isn't that amazing?
How did they make more money doing only 6 hours? Is what I want to know.
Well, I do believe that most of that money was committed, or people were going to do that long before they knew Jerry wasn't going to be there.
I gotcha.
And I know all the questions and I know all the answers, except they should have done it a little differently. But what do we know?
Now you almost played for the Dodgers, or you were suited up for them, but you were offered, Larry said, a contract by the White Sox. What, you were 16? Tell us about that.
I was about 16 years old. We didn't have the Little League thing, so I was playing in a semi-pro league for 18 and over. And I was only like 16 years old, and Rogers Hornsby took me home and offered me a contract, a very small one.
The Rogers Hornsby. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
I had a great week, and I could flat out hit. I mean, I could flat out hit. Yeah. I could hit a baseball, and I prided myself on my fielding. And the smartest thing I ever did was not to go there, because the White Sox had a shortstop named Louis Aparicio that stayed there for 20 years.
I remember that guy.
My God, yeah.
I was the only Caucasian in America with the nickname of Chico.
I thought you were a Bohemian.
I am Bohemian.
He's
but
Chico.
my hero at the time was a shortstop with the White Sox named Chico Carrasquel.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like him. Wow. Now, if I was Larry's size, I'd have wanted to be Nellie Fox.
All right, don't get smart. I don't want to hear any short jokes.
Hey, Ron, tell us about your one-man show.
Well, I wrote a one-man show that is recorded called At Home with Mark Twain. I'm going to do a movie starting next year for your friend Vern Noble's, Larry.
Oh, great.
And
nice
I'm going to play Mark Twain in it. And just to do the research, I found so many things that are not in the wonderful show that Hal Holbrook does.
Mm-hmm.
So I put together a 90-minute show that has things that he wrote and said that are just remarkable.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and I don't say anything that he said, Hal Holbrook, and I don't say anything that you think Mark Twain said. All the famous things. All of my things I found that are factual.
So you do a ton of, obviously you do Mark Twain. Somebody said that you were 10 years old and you were inspired by the Al Jolson story. That got you doing impressions?
Yeah, I did Jolson when I was a kid, and did a lot of singing and doing that. Jolson and Jerry Lewis. Try that from one end to the other.
When
I was a kid, yeah.
Give us a little Jolson.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done that in about 40 years.
Well, what about Jerry Lewis?
Wait a minute. You haven't heard nothing yet.
Man.
What about Jerry Lewis?
Jerry, I did Jerry when he was the idiot.
Yeah.
Not the
hey lady stuff, right?
Hey lady, hello.
Hello, lady.
He actually had a couple of hit records. I'm a little busybody, though I know it's very shoddy. I insist on knowing what is going on with everybody.
And you could do Elvis. Did you do Elvis on the Spade Cooley show, too?
I was the first Elvis impersonator in America.
Wow.
Amazing.
I think you can Google me and find that one out.
Wow.
Do some Elvis. Do some
No,
Elvis.
I'm not going to do Elvis for you, Larry.
Oh, thank you very
why?
much.
Because everybody else in the world does him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You've got fat Elvises, you've got old Elvises, young Elvises, black and Jewish Elvises, you have Indian Elvises. You have girl Elvises. You have, you have the gay Elvis and you have the non-gay, the straight Elvis.
The thing is Elvis really dead?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
You think he would want to be around?
No, I guess not.
No.
Not with this day and age.
No.
The nice thing about it, I met Elvis when I think I'm the only one that ever did Elvis for Elvis. We were doing Ice Station Zebra at MGM, right across the breezeway from where Elvis was doing Speedway.
Right.
With Nancy Sinatra, and Rock Hudson and Ernie was your friend Ernie, and Orgnine and Patrick McGowan. Well, McGowan loved me doing impressions, so he had Rock take me over there to do Elvis for Elvis.
That's great.
That's terrific.
You got a website where people can stay in touch with you there and check out what you're doing, Ron Masak?
Yes, RonMasak.com.
RonMasak.com. Ron, you're the greatest.
And he also has a book, Ronnie.
Very quickly, the book is called "I've Met All My Heroes from A to Z." You can get it on Amazon.com. It's a nice, quick read. It's almost as good as Larry's book.
That's good. Get it on Amazon.com. Check it out on his website.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron
We
Masak.
love you, Ronnie. Take
Very
care.
quickly, I want you to say hello to Joe Mantegna. He's one of the nice people in our business.
I definitely
Coming up on CRN.
will.